Let's talk about some of those lies. And in particular, one of them, they will say that the constant production of fossil fuels is bad for the environment. You touched on that. What is the truth here? That, you know, there was that ridiculous movie Frack Nation, I think that's what it was called. And it was like, oh, my drinking water now has, you know, petroleum in it. What is the truth here?
So, as you recall, they started by calling it global warming. They rebranded it to be climate change. But ironically, far more people have died in history because of extreme cold than extreme heat. Now that we have a scientifically honest administration in the White House, and Chris Wright is really doing a yeoman's job as energy secretary to expose real science behind climate. There is no proven correlation between fossil fuel use and climate change. There's actually no correlation between global CO2 and climate change when looking back at, you know, climate for 200 million years. So I think that historically, you know, you've had groups that have used bad science, very small data sets, really bad sampling to make a political point, because it sure as heck is not a scientific point.
Yeah. And so can you just build that out really quick? 1 minute remaining. So tell us more about the evidence we have for the last 200 million years. How do we know that, what you just said? Because that's a contention that's thrown at me all the time on college campuses.
Well, we have great geological data that is exemplifying, you know, the nature of the atmosphere for that period of time. And, you know, in times of high CO2 concentration in the atmosphere, the planet's gone through sort of a tropicalization period. And we're kind of seeing that now, which leads to more abundant food supply, actually a greening of the planet. And so all of this is evidenced in the geologic history. It's really pretty indisputable.